Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Anna with Passions of Paper. I have a giant fall journal to show off today. This is a super decorated journal and everything about it is big. It measures 11.5 inches tall this way. That is not including all this fluff that's sticking up there. And then it's about 10 inches wide. And again, there's a lot of fluff coming out of there too, so it's probably a little wider than that. I also don't include the tassel in that measurement. It has almost a 3-inch spine. It's like 2.75 inches with 5 signatures. And we've got this nice removable tassel here with all these different beautiful fibers and colors. So beautiful and super soft. I want this journal to feel like you're just tucking yourself into a warm blanket, sipping coffee or hot chocolate or tea and looking at the beautiful trees outside and just enjoying everything that is beautiful about fall. So we've got this brown closure tie here, this ribbon, and that goes all the way around. This is the back here. I've used canvas for the cover on chipboard. We've got 2 layers of chipboard all the way around, so it's very thick, very sturdy. The journal can easily stand up and be displayed. Love that. Alright, on the inside here I have made a pen holder, and this pen is included. Whoever buys this journal, make sure that you remove this little rubber nib to activate the pen. I don't want to risk it leaking and shipping, so I keep that way. We have a big old pocket here for all your big papers. It's nice to store stuff in. Let's see if I can fit. Trying to not zoom my camera out because I'm tired of how much the quality of the video goes down. So instead I have raised my camera up, and now I have a really hard time checking it to make sure I'm in frame. So I apologize ahead of time if I end up out of frame a little bit. I'm going to try my best to stand on my tippy toes every now and then and check that. So I have used a ton of digitals, as is my style. I will put the links for all the digitals I have used in the description box below. So definitely check that out. I did not do the work ahead of time with this video, so I will not have any of that information for you during this flip through. Apologize. Excuse me a moment. Alright, so right here we've got, I just did a little, this little sign here. It says Harvest, and we've got some messy threads going on. I love this picture. Is just so cute. I love that. So we've got lots of writing space. We've got flip outs. Including the flip outs, this journal is 420 pages. So it is very big. Tons of writing space. I have included these magazine pages from the Bella Grace Field Guide magazines. And these are like really nice thick book pages, but they're really fun because they ask you really fun questions that are fun to answer. And so I've included some of those throughout. That'll just kind of kickstart your brain and get you thinking if you're having a hard time writing, figuring out what to write in such a big journal. Here I did a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go over everything I did. That'll be for whoever buys this to really look into detail, because I just did a lot of things and that would be a lot of talking. My throat's not doing too great today. We've got all these journaling cards inside of this envelope, and all my journaling cards are backed with a nice grungy background, so that I just don't like white background or back sides, I mean. And I did one of those little punch out things here, and then these words from Tim Holtz. We've got, this is what the side looks like. Just all these leaves sticking out. fall colors. I did a lot of collaging, and then this was fun. This was not a stencil. This was one of those paper punch out things, and I wanted to ink it for something else. And I was like, well, why not ink it on these writing pages to get that outline? I loved how that turned out. So we're going to have some journaling cards clipped with these rusty paper clips. They're like owl clips or something like that. I'm not going to take all those off just to save some time. There's several of them. I think you guys get the idea. Lots of beautiful papers. I use 60 pound, 90 pound, 60 pound premium color, 32 pound premium color, and 28 pound premium color. And then I use 90 pound, what's it called? The other kind of paper. That's, we've got these mulberry leaf, it's mulberry paper leaf cutouts. They're a lot of fun. Beautiful center of the first signature. Here we've got an explosive pocket, and inside we've got all these journaling cards, and I'm not going to pull them all out, but I love these. They're so fun. You can tuck pretty much anything you want inside of these, and when you take all the journaling cards out, there is secret writing room behind everything. Alright, so in this pocket here, just got these journaling cards, these beautiful flowers. They're so cute. I love their distressed vintaginess. Got some of that masking paper. Love the masking paper. It's so fun to add into my journals. Adds a whole nother element to write on. We've got 2 of these here in this rusty clip. And there's some collaging on here. Did a lot of sewing as well. Here we've got one of those CD envelopes, and I just coffee dyed that real grungy, and then I used some of these leaves were too long and I had to cut them off. Or for example, this one here, the way that it's glued on the inside, I didn't want to glue all these pieces down, so I cut just those pieces off and left the center strip and glued that down, and then those little pieces that got cut off are now in this envelope. So that's a lot of fun. Lots of beautiful digitals. Flip out. Got a little tree cut out. Here I used some acetate as a pocket. I made it into a double pocket. I really love acetate because you can just see whatever is in there. So we've just got these journaling cards here, and then behind that denim paper we have this journaling card, just like a faux envelope. Here is my favorite kind of paper that I sew. I sew all these lines, and so basically it's just your writing lines. And then I leave all the threads. You probably can't really see that with the journal being so far away, but there's just a lot of, each of these lines is individually done, so all those threads are left on just for some extra fun. Feel free to cut them off if you don't like them. These lines, these digitals don't come with these lines, so if you're trying to figure out why you can't find the digitals with the lines, that is because that's something that I made up in WordPad, and I print on top of the digital because I just love it, especially on the 60-pound really thick paper. It's just so luscious and creamy. And then with the lines, when I write on it, these papers give me the most beautiful handwriting, and the lines help keep it perfectly straight. So it just looks so nice after it's been journaled on. I tried to capture all the different elements of fall, the coziness, the colors, Sometimes just the coldness and the dead tree part of it. If you have a really short fall and all the leaves just fall off, then you get a lot of dead trees, but you still get that beautiful fall weather. So, or at least here in Ohio we do. Our fall is starting early, sadly. Most trees are already losing their leaves, and fall hasn't even started yet, and it's kind of sad. Because they aren't really changing color yet. We got, oops, all these journaling cards. These, I love this kit. This kit captures that coziness of fall perfectly. And then we've got the rustic pumpkins. There's a lot of rusticness to this journal, and I really, really love that element. A lot of distressing, lots of grunge, lots of earthiness. This pocket was really fun. I just kind of added a bunch of stuff that you can use to play with to decorate the journal even more, or use it in another journal. So we just have this little envelope here full of the little elements, and that's in this rusty clip up here, and then just some collage fodder here and here, and in here as well. And then we've got just some more of these little signs that you can use, these little tags. You can, in these cute little pockets that I sewed on. I love these little pockets. They're so cute and fun. We got some more of those mulberry paper leaves. I love those. You can really feel them, feel the texture. We got some journaling cards here. This is my Super Coffee dyed paper. It's came out pretty dark. Of course, it's still very easy to see your writing on it, but it was just the perfect coloring. I really loved that. We've got some vintage papers from Greg Shorthand. Make sure you're careful with these ones. They are vintage and they can tear a little bit easier than the rest of the papers. Love these digitals. Got some journaling cards in this collage pocket. And some collaging over here. Flip out. In this large pocket, we have a mini journal. It says foliage on it, and we've got just some little fibers underneath, and one of these little black veiny leaves, and then just got some of my dyed papers, my fall colored dyed papers. Plenty of writing space in that fun little journal. Here's another one of those little inked butterflies, and then I made this envelope out of vintage dictionary paper. I used this little leaf here as the closure. Inside we've just got a bunch of journaling cards, and I'm not going to pull all those out, but they're fun. And this was all sewed up, so all you do is you just tuck that into the top of those leaves, just like that, and that holds it closed. Here I kind of just drew my own oak leaf and cut it out. It was interesting. I don't normally draw oak leaves, so hopefully that looks like an oak leaf to you guys. I honestly love it, but I'm not that great at drawing, and then of course I have to cut exactly what I draw. So I did some collaging here. I really love that. I love these leaves that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're so fun. In this big pocket, we have this envelope, this cute little pumpkin on there. And inside, we've just got a bunch of extra journaling cards that were not used. So I basically give you a lot of materials to take this and add more to it, or even make your own fall journal using those supplies. Got a little, oh, can't really see that, can you? Just a little card up there. Alright, and then in this pocket we have a crunchy bag. Decorated the front of it there, and I inked it and distressed it. And then inside of here we've got some more papers that you can collage with. It's a lot of fun. I love the digitals that I used for making these pockets and collaging and all that. They were so much fun. There's some journaling cards in here. Flip outs. I like flip outs because you can do like a whole different subject unrelated to your big journaling page. You can just do like some weird facts on your flip out, or like do what you're doing at this moment. Like, what are you listening to? What are you watching? What's making you happy? What's making you sad? You can do stuff like that in the flip outs, or you can just use it as secret journaling. Or sometimes if you don't have a reason to use them, sometimes I just continue my journaling on the inside of those flaps. So you can really do anything that you want with them. Here we've just got some stationery that's super cute with this little matching envelope. Feel free to use that and send a fun letter to a friend or loved one. Make sure you put a stamp on it. Or if you live close to them, hand it to them. Just a fun little surprise to do for someone. Some of these pages do have handwriting in them, so that's a lot of fun. You probably can't really see that though. Some really old handwriting in there. It's really tiny too. Done in pencil. We've got a tuck spot here. This journaling card, super cute. And here I made an envelope out of this this denim paper. Love it. It's got a rusted paper clip on it. I backed the paper with some of that masking paper, so it's got some nice crunch to it. And inside we've just got more of these little label tags that you can use to help decorate your journal. And then I just use a paper clip to help keep that closed. I've got some journaling cards in here. It's really fun just taking a big piece of paper. And this is on my 90-pound matte paper. And it's just, you just like rip it. And then you just ink the edges. If you can see that. You just ink them and they look really cool. And then you just glue down a few parts of it, and that's a pocket. You can get real creative with that. Got a couple of journaling cards of some cute kids in here. And then I used some of those paper mulberry paper leaves in there. And then in here we've got some more journaling cards. Girls are so, or the kids are so cute with their little pumpkins. I love that. There's cuteness, there's coziness, and then there's elegance and rustic, distressed and grungy, and it all just kind of flows together. And I love the way that these lines feel. They feel really cool. And here we've got some journaling cards that were a little bit shorter than the acetate pockets, so I added some pull tabs on them. And then in this big pocket back here, we've just got some more journaling cards. Another flip out. Did some cotton ribbon and one of those leaves. Got some journaling cards here. These are these pockets, sometimes they're just one big pocket, and I usually put them something big and thick in it. And then some of these are glued down the center, making them into two different pockets so that you can fit the smaller stuff and they don't just slide right out. They stay nice and firm in there. And then some, I think there's like one, maybe two of these tall pockets where it's 3 pockets, and that's for like the really small stuff. Just some cute journaling cards. Hopefully my arms didn't cover that. A little tuck spot with another cute little picture. We've got a Harvest Time apple squares recipe up here. Little printed vintage recipe. Some collaging on here. And here with this pockets, we've got these journaling cards. I really love how this journal came together. All the colors, there's whites, there's browns, there's oranges, there's little bits of green here and there, and it really pulled together nicely. That is my bird, if you can hear her. She's telling me she's a pretty bird. Alright, so here, this was just a printed out stick, and I was like, how cool would that be if I wrapped it in that jute cord or whatever that's called. And so that's what I did. I had this orangey stuff here that's like a light orange, and I just wrapped it around, and that just looks really cool. And then I glued that onto some of this brown fabric. It's the same fabric as this ribbon, and I love how that turned out. What a beautiful edge. Very rustic. Tuck spot here with that journaling card. Some journaling cards in this one. I love these journaling cards. They really added a lot to this journal. Most of them are from one kit, but then some of these I just kind of made. They were full-size pages, and I just printed like 4 pages to a paper and cut them out, and I made them my own. I made my own journaling cards. So keep that in mind if you do buy digitals, that you can literally take any prints and print them multiples to a page and make journaling cards out of your favorite pages. I have a lot of extra supplies of this journal, and I haven't decided if I'm going to try to make another one of these. It'll be a little bit different. Some of the digitals will be a little bit different. But if there's a lot of interest in this journal, I can totally make a second one of these. But as of right now, I'm a bit tired. This was a lot of work, and I don't really feel like making a second one. Like I said, unless someone really wants one, I will. But I don't want to make 2 and put them in my shop and then just not sell any. So yeah, if you're interested in one of these and it's not in my shop, just reach out to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. See you next time. Bye.